Hi, this is Rob with Aquatic Facility Training Ottawa with a short video on how to raise pH using aeration. So we have some pool water that we've already added phenol red to match our high pH comparator. And now what we're going to do is we're going to introduce some acid, which, as you know, drops the pH in our swimming pool. Unfortunately, my bottle is a little defective, so it's taking longer than what I expected. However, the next little adjustment there, we'll have some pH minus going into the water. And what we want to do is we want to drop our pH down to the yellow part of our spectrum on the color comparator, because that's going to give us a very low pH. So as you can see, the acid is starting to take effect. We're getting a little bit of a yellow layer. When we mix it in, we go into the oranges. So we're going to end up having to add a little bit more because we want it down at the very bottom there at the little pea colored yellow part. So we're going to give it another little blast of acid and a stir. And now we have a nice yellow. So we know that the pH in that water is very low. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take a little bubbler. I bought this at a local pet store. All it does is it takes the air from the little pump that I also purchased and puts a very fine bubble. So again, the finer the bubbles, the more air space, the more surface area those bubbles have, so the faster this is going to work. So as you can see, coming off of the bubbler itself, you can almost see like a stream of red as the bubbles rise to the surface. That's because the bubbles are actually changing the pH in the water directly around the bubble until it blends in and mixes evenly. So there's a few ways that we can do this with the swimming pool. One is we can use a bubbler system if we have a floor bubbler. Another way is to turn on the fountains or laminar jets or deck jets or something like that causes aeration. Kids playing and splashing in the swimming pool is also going to have that effect. And of course, the easiest way to do it is to point the return jets to the surface so that it aerates on the surface of the water. So as you can see here, it's only been about a minute and we've already gone away from that brilliant yellow color and we're into the orange ranges. This does not take long. This is a very fast process. And because it happens so easily, and because people splash around in swimming pools when they go into them, we're trying to encourage the use of boric acid or borates in the swimming pool in order to help the pH buffer against being driven up into the higher ranges. Because as you know, when pH is high, your chlorine is less effective. So this little video here, as I say, it's already proven that just by adding air into our water, we're going to be able to raise the pH in our swimming pool. It's a free way of doing this, so there's no reason why this can't be an extra little added tool into your bucket of tools and tricks. So as you can see at this point, we're pretty much back to where we were before. We have our really super duper high pH now. The water is evenly mixed around. And the only thing that's going to happen is it's going to get so high that the pH is not going to register on our color comparator. So that's it for this little video. Please feel free to check in again. I'm going to try and have a whole bunch of little videos on things that are of importance to both the homeowner and to the pool professional. And then if there's anything that you would like to see a video on, please feel free to leave that information in the comments below. Like all the YouTube people, smash that like button, hit subscribe, come back regularly for notifications and blah, 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 blah. Hope you enjoyed this video and talk to you soon.